There are no footprints to be seen on the beach, nor are there traces of the ship's thief. Everything has just simply vanished. We really are in serious trouble. How are we going to get home? I have no idea. No, 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 no! Chrome? No, no! Hey! Calm down. I'm just as panicked as you are, so you're not helping. But you don't understand. My navigation kit, it's lost. Oh shoot, that's right. We did leave it in the boat. I used all my savings to buy it. Gosh, I'm ruined. And it's your fault. I let you hold on to it. Yes, for this journey, but seeing as you came with me... He slumped down on the ground and started to claw at the sand while groaning. Come on, Chrome, get a grip. They were only objects. It wasn't your life's work, so that's something. Yeah, I shouldn't get wound up over something so... futile? That's the word. Do you know how long it will be before the guard notices we're missing and sends reinforcements? You really think they are going to send help? Well, it seems logical to me. We have to stop acting like we live in Honolulu land. Life isn't just butterflies and rainbows. Oh, really? I thought so. He rolled his eyes while sighing. Mock me all you want. No one is going to come get us. Okay, if you say so. What do we do then? Anyway, since we're stuck, we might as well build a house here. Look over there. We could build a swing, don't you think? Erica, stop. I get it. We will have to figure out how to get home ourselves, but I don't know how we will be able to do that. What a mess. This has never happened to me before. At least it will allow you to get to know the area better. Yeah, you're right. We have to see the positive side of things. We should go back to the Kappa village and let the grandpa know what happened. Maybe he will have some answers for us. Okay, I'm following you. Nah, they'll never let you in the village. It's best if you stay here. Okay, what do I do in the meantime? I don't know. He left, and I found myself wondering what I should do, like an idiot. I then decided to explore some of the areas of the beach in order to look for clues on this mysterious disappearance. I found a piece of ripped rope right where we left the boat. I should bring this back with me to show Chrome. There's nothing besides this little toy rabbit. I wonder what it's doing here. I'm going to leave it right there. Huh, footprints. They weren't here earlier. Compare your foot with the footprints. I placed my foot down and was careful not to erase the print while I compared sizes. The footprint looks to be slightly bigger than mine. A good 8.5 in shoe size, I would say. I don't know if it's a useful clue, but I should probably talk to Chrome about it when he's back. I don't know what else to look for. Chrome is taking his sweet time coming back. I really wonder what he must be talking about with the other Kappas. I'm tired of waiting. I should probably go take a look. No way! You really can't help us? There's really no one in this village that saw anything? I can see that Chrome still has so much tact. I fear that we cannot be of help. Please, Grandpa! The Kappa looked so exasperated that I allowed myself to intervene. Master, I am sorry to intrude on your conversation, but we are completely helpless in the face of... He shot me down with a look, too. Erica, I thought I told you to stay on the beach. You didn't come back. Let's leave the village. Shoot! He seemed so nice earlier. He's so cold now. I don't know what else to do to help you children. He left without saying another word. You should have listened to me. What? I told you to stay on the beach, or at least outside the village. It was for a reason. Because of you, he didn't dare say more on the boat's disappearance. Because of me, or because of your insolence? My insolence? What are you talking about? You haven't stopped calling him Grandpa. So what? He's old, and it's affectionate to say Grandpa. It's not very respectful. Oh, come on, no one was hurt over it. Well, no, Turtle was. I couldn't help but laugh. Well, in the meantime, I want to show you some things I found while investigating on the beach. Let me see. I found this piece of rope. It's the one that was attached to the boat. He took the piece of rope and studied it intensely. Look at how the rope is frayed. It was cut by the blade of a thin dagger. Definitely not a Kappa's doing. We also know that it was not the tide that dragged the boat offshore. Regardless, it's very interesting. Good thing you investigated, Erica. Congrats. Oh, thanks. I couldn't help but blush. For once, someone congratulates me. What else did you find? Prints in the sand. What creature? It looked like a footprint. A foot? That's kind of a vague description. Well, a shoe print if you prefer. Okay, show me where you saw it. Well, where's your so-called footprint? It was right here. The sea must have washed it away. Ah, do you remember what it was like? Like I said, it was a shoe print. It was a few inches bigger than my foot. Sort of like this? He placed his foot against mine, and I noticed there was only a few inches of difference. I passed by here when we were searching for the boat earlier. It must be my footprint. I feel stupid. How did I not think of that? Well, it's no big deal. The idea was nice, but I could always be wrong. Too bad the print is gone. We could have compared it. Mm-hmm. So I only have this piece of rope as a clue. That's already a start. What can we possibly do now? Good question. I'm just as lost as you are. If only I could send Schwartz to let Nico know of our problem. Schwartz? Yes, my companion. You have a companion? Well, yeah, almost everyone in the guide has a companion. What a question! I haven't seen it during the entire journey. That's normal. I sent him on a mission to scout ahead. He came back once during the journey, but you were sleeping. Oh, I see. That's too bad. When will he come back? I really don't know. You don't know when your companion comes back from exploration? No, he's always late too. Like owner, like companion. Starlight has always been very punctual. I'm usually the one that forgets it. You're lucky. Well, I can't really ask you to send your companion all the way to HQ. I would rather not. It's still young. I'm afraid it will get lost. You're totally right. I don't think it's mature enough to have a decent sense of direction. We will have to wait for Schwartz to come back. That could be anywhere between an hour or 2 days, give or take. How are we going to sleep? I can only imagine the Kappas aren't going to welcome us. We can't count on that, that's for sure. So, camping in the wild, then. What? Camping. You know, we pitch a tent or build a hut or we sleep under the stars. I'm used to sleeping on the ground during missions, so I don't see the use in building something we'll only use for one day. Would you help me build a shelter? Let's see. If you help me gather some food, I'll help you. Find some food? But I thought that all food in Eldarya was inedible. It's edible. But you told me otherwise on the boat. You didn't understand. Well, explain it to me then. Okay, let's go by steps. I can only imagine it mustn't be simple for you to understand everything all at once. No, not really. You remember that the good food here is rationed? Yes. That's one of the first things Kara told me. So why shouldn't we eat the fruits and vegetables here? Because they aren't nutritious. Exactly. Without wanting to appear stupid, I understand the meaning of the word nutritious. But what if someone were to pluck a fruit from here, for example? Well, it does nothing for you. How so? It appeases your hunger, but it doesn't nourish you. Everything in Eldarya, apart from its inhabitants, consists almost entirely of mana, an impalpable energy, but still necessary. It's like if I tried to nourish myself with only water? Yes, sort of like that. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I ate fruit from here, I would feel like I ate, but I would have no nutrients. That's it. I see, it's all more clear now. Is that why, like you said in the boat, you cannot have any livestock? I didn't exactly tell you the whole truth. We could, if we also had provisions to feed the animals. I imagine it must not be very profitable, seeing how much an animal eats. Yes, I know that certain people of Eldarya tried, but their attempts have always been pure failures. So why do you want us to look for food? Placebo. I imagine he's not talking about the band. What do you mean? If we fill our stomachs, the sensation of hunger will take a while to settle in hopes that we return home soon. Can't we ask the Kappas for food? We can, but they won't be able to help us forever either, so we have to plan accordingly. I'm going to go ask them. Can you look for things to eat? No problem. They look like bamboo shoots from my world. I imagine it must be okay then. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, and I haven't found much else. I'll ask Chrome anyway if it's okay for me to eat it. Hey, I haven't seen these types of mushrooms until now. They don't look bad. Anyway, I'll ask Chrome if I can eat them. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. Were you able to talk to the Kappas about the food? No, not yet. They're all very busy, so I have to wait to have a meeting with their Grand Council. I'm sure they will make me wait for nothing. Of course not. Don't say that. I'm sure they will give us something, even if it's not very good. The Master Kappa offered to give us food earlier before we headed towards the boat. Don't you remember? Oh, yes, that's true. I was a bit rushed. I didn't pay attention. I can see that. Anyway, I mainly came here because I found some things. I took some of them with me, and I wanted to verify with you that they are, in fact, edible. Let me see. I showed him the food and crossed my fingers that I didn't walk all this way for nothing. Bamboo roots and some Lacaerites mushrooms. Is something wrong? Is it inedible? No, but the taste is super atrocious. How so? It's sickening, sticky, repugnant. That doesn't really make me want to try it then. Don't taste it. That's my friendly advice. So let's just content ourselves with bamboo roots? Yes, well, if worst comes to worst, it will tide us over. Do you remember where you found this thing? Yes! We heard a noise coming from the village. Oh good, the council is finally done, I think. I'm going to go check. By the way, there are some waterfalls behind the village. You can't go through the village, but if you go around, you can go check it out. Okay, but to do what? I'll wait for you. It seems like the perfect place to set up camp. Okay. Chrome still isn't back from the Kappa village. I wonder how much longer I'm going to have to wait. I decided to get closer to the river's stream in order to drink a bit of water. It looked so pure until fireflies appeared. They were different from the ones I had seen when I first arrived in Eldarya. I automatically started searching in vain for the circle of mushrooms. After several minutes of searching, I abandoned the idea and continued to wait patiently for Chrome. He's taking his jolly time. I'm not going to wait on him forever. I should probably look for things to build a shelter. It would be a more constructive use of my time. Some pieces of wood and big leaves should do the trick just for the night. There are some leaves over here, but I don't really trust their colors. It's probably best if I just get some from the beach. Okay, I found some wood and I have several big leaves. I'm going to have a hard time carrying all of this at once. I'll have to make 2 trips. Let's start with the pieces of wood. The first trip is done. I've set the wood down. Now I have to go back and get the leaves. That's it, I put the wood down. I can now take care of the leaves. It's definitely a lot lighter this time around. There, the wooden leaves are there. I will be able to start building a sort of tent. Too bad my uncle isn't here. His dreams of being a survivor would have come in handy. I wonder what the boys are doing. I kind of miss Israel's humor. Goodness, why did you summon me? Come on, Ikar, it's not the first time that you've gone there. Deep breaths and relax. Oh, you're here. We were just waiting on you. Huh, I'm not alone. Sorry, I was reading the Ice People. Again, but you already read it 3 times. I don't know how you can read the same novel over and over again. Why did you want to see us? Chrome hasn't reported in. We were supposed to establish communication with him this morning, and we still have no news. But the sun is setting soon. Yeah, that's true. Great observation skills, ladies. I know what he sees in you now. Ladies! She clapped her hands to get our attention. Let's concentrate. I don't want to repeat myself 50 times. Thank you. Sorry. So how long has it been since you've heard from Chrome? 2 days. He should have given me some news every 48 hours. He must have gotten lost again. I don't know. Don't forget that he has that human with him. What's her name again? Erica. You know that she's a Phalian? Yes, Ezreal told me. Yet we don't know what our Phalium species is. Not at all, and I have to admit that despite my research, I have no leads whatsoever. You will find out, Ikar. I'm sure you will find something. You're intelligent enough to figure it out. Sorry. No worries. I should have kept quiet. I would like for all of you to do some research. Research? What type of research? I thought I saw Chrome's companion around here yesterday. Ask around. Maybe someone saw him or knows where he is. We could without a doubt send a message to Chrome to let him know that we are worried. Yes. No problem. We'll take care of it. Thank you. I'm going to try on my end to contact the Kappa tribe. Do you need help with that? More like luck. Nifra, how long have you been back? Only a few hours. You must be exhausted. I won't keep you much longer. Thanks. Ikar, would you mind helping with the paperwork? Sure, no problem, but I have to find Chrome's companion first. Have you seen him? No. Why the question? Miko hasn't had any news from him, even though he should have informed her. She's worried. Let's just say that this mission is rather important. Yes. If only Miko had waited for me to be available. Your mission was just as important. By the way, did you find it? Thank goodness. Great, that's awesome. Alright, I have to run. I'll let you know if I see Schwartz. Later. I'm so happy that Never's mission was a success. Valkyon! Ikar. I was looking for you. Me too. Oh, really? Oh my cheeks feel as if they're on fire. What did you want? I'm looking for Floppy. She's run off again? Good luck. I'm looking for Chrome's companion. Oh, he's back? No, and that's just the problem. But judging by his surprised expression, you must not have seen him. It's no big deal. I'm off then. Oh, there's Israel. This morning a hunter killed a rabbit. I gave Israel a dark look. Stop! You know very well I hate that song. It was a rabbit who had read his. You're really a moronic elf with no care, no limits. I will never be able to thank Kaivan enough to have taught it to me. Well, not me. If I see him again, I'll strangle him. What are you doing here? You're not locked up in the library writing reports. You're exaggerating. I don't only do that. That's true. You run around everywhere on your tiny little legs. Is there a problem, Panoti? Do you want us to compare ear sizes? If I'm a Panoti, what are you? Yeah, well... A hand was placed on my shoulder while I was walking along quietly. Oh, Ikar, do you have any news on Chrome's companion? No, not at all. And you? I didn't really get the time to ask people. Miko asked me to help her with the task. Good luck! Saying last time, Georgia, it's gonna take you a while. Elaine, it's you! How's it going? Not great. I haven't found much. I don't really understand why Miko summoned all three of us. I think it's because she trusts us, and because we're short-staffed. Here's Eldarya. Where should I start? Shoot, I really don't want to talk to her. Are you looking for Chrome's companion? That's it. How did you know? Miko talked to me about it, but I haven't seen him. This is all getting very complicated. Why? I can't find anyone, and those I've passed by don't know anything. Maybe you haven't asked the right people. Who do you think I should question? If you had to make an alchemy potion, who would you go see? Israel! And if you were hurt? You, Elaine! You're looking for a companion, right? Yes, yes, yes! Pereira, of course! That's it. Why didn't I think of that before? Thanks, Leiftan! I hurried to go find Pereira before remembering that I forgot to say goodbye to Leiftan. I don't know why I thought of Israel in this moment. Is it because I miss his incessant jokes? After all, he was the one that made me smile the most since I arrived here. Even though our relationship started off on the wrong foot, and I fell victim to his numerous retorts, I find him amusing. Without waiting on Chrome, I started to build us a shelter by weaving the seams together to create a sort of rope and interlacing the leaves into the pieces of wood. It wasn't the best piece of work, but I think it will hold for just one night. Erica? Now you show up. It was a nightmare to talk to the elders. But let's move on. Did you make this? Yes, it's not great, but it's better than nothing. Are you kidding me? It's awesome. I'm going to make a fire to cook the food. Great. What did the Kappas give you? Kokumis. Oh, that's what we had brought them. Yes, they gave us a small portion to help us. It's really nice of them, even if it won't hold us over for more than one meal. That's true. We aren't going to stay here for weeks. Well, I hope not. Me neither. We ate our meal, and even though it filled my stomach, I already started feeling like the lack of nutrition was winning. It was really like eating air. Chrome wasn't exaggerating at all. The next day, Chrome informed me that the Master Kappa invited us to his village. After having heard that we, semi-humans, weren't the most welcome, I was very intrigued. When we arrived in the Kappa village, I automatically felt uncomfortable. A majority of Kappas fled to their homes when they saw me. As for those who stayed, they all looked at me with daggers in their eyes. Excuse my people, but... I know, you already explained things to me. I swallowed. Why make us, come all the way to your village? I thought I wasn't allowed to enter. There's always an exception to each rule. The Kappas that were still in the center left, and I found myself in the middle of the village, accompanied by only the master and... Hee! He jumped in my arms. Hey, at least you're not afraid of me. I put him back down before addressing myself again to the master. What's the exception that is allowing me to be present here? Elliot? What's the connection between him and the reason I'm allowed to enter your village? Did he say something about me? Not about you, but I think it can interest you. The other members of the council and I asked Elliot several questions about his abduction. Oh, really? What did you find out? He doesn't remember the area where he and the other Kappas were held. Did he see his abductor? You didn't see the person's face, but it was a woman. How could he know if he didn't see this person? Chrome makes a valid point. Their odor. He told us it was very similar to yours, Erica. What? But it wasn't me. Don't worry, I was not saying such a thing. Elliot himself assured us that it wasn't your odor, but it resembled yours. Could you tell us what it resembled? Human? Alien? Fairy? It's impossible to determine. The little one is far too young to know the difference. Okay, I see. Thank you for this information, but that won't really help us get out of here. Chrome, don't be rude. Well, what? It's true. Well, know that you are wrong, young wolf. How so? I wasn't finished giving you all of the information. I must go on a mission that is 1 day's swim from your region. If this is of any help to you, I can take you there. You just have to find a way to leave the island to go home. You can't just drop us off on the way? It would have been my pleasure, but I cannot go further than this territory. We talked for a long time with the master to figure out what we were going to do. I knew that with this man's knowledge and Chrome and I's imagination, we could find a quick solution. In the end, we were stumped by the situation. Well, I guess we just have to swim and hope we make it. We would have a bit of luck turning into mermaids while we're at it. That's an excellent idea. Absolutely. All the ingredients necessary to prepare the syronomajie potion are here. He placed his hands on Chrome and my shoulders. You have found a perfect solution, my children. Good luck. Then he left. Does that mean we're on our own? Yep. Chrome also left. Hey, wait for me! Why did you leave like that? Well, I wanted to start the potion. You should do the same. But I don't know how to make a syronomajie. It's not complicated. You need gillyweed roots, pearly concretions, and finally, a water creature's vital element. A vital element? Yeah, but let me warn you, you'll have to figure it out on your own. Well, you could help me. Who will prepare your potion? Who knows how to prepare potions? Me. So there, I'm already helping you. Okay. Hee! You're back. Erica! Oh, what are you doing here again? Hee! Okay, I didn't understand everything, but if you say so. He stretched his hand towards me so I could take him in my arms. After a small walk, I put him back down and he went back to his village. I'm really going to have a hard time forgetting this little one. I passed by Chrome. He was laying down on the ground enjoying the sun. Is your vacation going as well as you'd hoped, sir? What? You do know we have to look for the ingredients to make the potion, right? I already found everything. Already? What did you get for the vital element? That? I'm taking care of it tonight. I can't do it before. I wonder what he's going to take. Personally, I have an idea for a vital element, but I don't know how to get it. When I came back, the fireflies were there again. They seemed to be coming from the waterfall. I wondered if they had built their nest there. Yet I didn't see anything like it when I searched the area yesterday. It's because they mask their visibility to those who they fear. They? How did you know I was thinking of that? I was talking about the refugees. He was staring so intently at their luminescence. Refugees? Yes, they are spirits that have been rejected by their people. The cities, the fairies. That's sad. How can you reject your own family members? The relationships between beings are sometimes complicated and we are not able to judge. You're right, but I can't help but be sad for them. That may be why they showed themselves to you, even in this form. Do they have another form? You will see it if they feel like they can trust you. Well, I have all the ingredients for the potion, except for this famous vital essence. I wouldn't dare ask the Master Kappa. Maybe something near the waterfall will help? I made my way to the shelter, still devoid of this famous vital element. I knelt down near the water in hopes that I would find a solution. Kroom still hadn't come back, and anyway, I couldn't count on his help this time. A noise came from the bushes. It reminded me of the first time I'd seen that masked man again in the woods. I took a couple of steps back and had my feet in the water. Ask if someone is there like last time. Erica! Oh, Elliot, it's you. Hey, what are you doing here, little guy? Potion! Yes, I'm trying to make a potion. Why? Hee! Ingredient! Missing! Missing! That's true, I'm missing an ingredient, but, I don't think I will find it. The little one went to go pick a flower in the form of a vase and removed its interior. Then he tilted his head, and a little bit of water he had on his head fell inside. Elliot, no! What are you doing? Potion! Hee! What? You're giving me your vital energy. Ha! Is it so I can finish my potion? He nodded and left. Thanks to Elliot, I had all the elements I needed to make the syronomajie. I then decided to look for Chrome and hoped that he could be found. Chrome, there you are. I'm happy to see you again. Me too. I have great news. Schwartz is back. Great. Did you send a report to Miko then? No, I was waiting for you to finish your potion and had all of the ingredients. I have all of them. However, it wouldn't have taken me so long if someone, who I shall not name, had helped me. You have everything. That's great. He completely ignored my comment while we headed back to the waterfall. Chrome asked me to give him the ingredients, and I gave them to him without a word. When the potion is finished, I will let the Master Kappa know. I hope it's not too late to leave with him. While Chrome prepared the potion, he advised me to rest. It was almost dark out, and he said it would take until late at night to finish. He then spoke to his companion and gave him a note addressed to Miko, on the paper that the Kappa supposedly gave him. I was quite surprised that he deigns to do something. I had a feeling right from the beginning that I was the only one that took care of everything. After several minutes, I fell into a deep sleep. I only heard Chrome get ready to prepare the filter. I hope it's not Paul Pereira's day off. Oh well, I'll see when I get there. I was hoping to see him here. Peroi, what are you doing outside of your laboratory? I have to deliver a potion. No time to talk. No worries. Can you just tell me if Pereira's around? He showed me a stand not far. I felt a bit stupid because he was very close to us. Hey, Ikar, how are you? Very well, and you? Well, also. Tell me, have you seen Chrome's companion? It's a Chistok. Not at all. But I think that Pearl has some information that may interest you. Do you know what it's about? No, I just heard that without looking much more into it. Sorry. No need to be. I'm going to go search. Where is he, though? He just left the market. Hey! Mary, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be doing your studies at this hour? Yes, but Mom said I worked hard today. Oh, and what did you learn? We talked about the Great Exile and also the reputations. The what? Reputations. You mean repercussions? No, Mom told me reputations. If you say so, well, excuse me, but I have work to do. I felt someone's presence behind me.
What do Ikar do here? You not suppose such swoosh?
Yes, I'm trying.
You no find?
No, not really.
You know search well enough.
But I'm searching.
You search bad.
You're such a tyrant, Jamon. I can't find Pearl anywhere.
Boo!
Ah! You're just I hate you! I started to hit him with my bag. What a bore! He means he can just do anything he pleases?
Stop, you crazy hare!
I'm not a hare, I'm a rabbit! A rabbit, you goblin!
Jackalope!
What? He ran off while laughing at me. That little Ophilaf is lucky. One day I will shut him up. Pearl! Oh, Ikar, it's been a while. How are you, my dear? Very good, but I'm not here to catch up. Oh yes, but not about that. Oh really? And just what do you need from me? Pereira said you had information that could interest me. My dear, you know I have a lot of information that could be of interest. Yes, but this concerns two members of the guard, and especially one of the member's companion. Indeed, I have information on two people. A small and skinny one, and another tall and rather plump one. Stan and Oliver, I think. That's how they presented themselves to me, at least. No, I'm not looking for them. I don't have any other information in that case. Thanks anyway. Hey, although I did hear that a companion was strolling around near the HQ. What do he look like? Black, small. I'm pretty sure it's that little wolf's companion. Are you talking about Chrome? Yes, the kid I sold the compass to the other day. Where did you see the companion? Near the burrow. Thanks a lot. I'm off to see if he's still there. I arrived at the burrow, but I noticed with dismay that it was empty. I didn't find any companion. I should look around the area. You never know. I searched the surroundings a bit more before getting attacked by a swarm of slimy caterpillars who had just mutated. I ran all the way to the inside of HQ to protect myself from their bites. It's really not my day. Fortunately for me, I came across my own prey. Schwarz! Ooh. I see you have a piece of paper attached to your tail. I assume Chrome is the one who sent you. That's perfect. Will he come with me to see Miko? Who? He settled himself on my arm like usual. Hey, wake up! Come on, Erica. The grandpa isn't going to wait on us much longer. What? I finished the potion in the early morning and he's ready to go now. Already? Goodness, my head is still a bit groggy. Yes, he moved off his schedule. According to him, if we come with him, the journey by sea will be a lot longer, so we'll have to leave earlier. But Listen, I don't want to try to understand why or how. We have the potions, some provisions, and the opportunity to get back to the general headquarters. Yeah, you're right. We have to take this opportunity. Let me get my things ready really quickly. Okay, let's meet up at the beach. I got my stuff ready really fast, even if I couldn't believe all of this. Many questions are going through my head. When are we going to get to this island? Will the potion be efficient enough? Will I be able to go through such a change? I really didn't have the time to ask myself all of these questions. I really need to meet up with Chrome and our friend, the wise Master Kappa. When I arrived on the beach, it was with great stupor that I discovered our means of transportation. But it's a giant turtle shell. Oh, really? I thought it was a giant carrot. I glared daggers at him. Please, take your places. I wonder how he can stand traveling on a turtle shell. He's a turtle himself, isn't he? It's not a real shell, rather a boat made in the likeness of one of our people. Oh, I see. Wait a second, how did he know what I was thinking? I started to ask myself on whether or not the Kappas had extra sensory capacities. Your questions are written on your face, young lady. These types of coincidences are more and more significant. Okay, well, Erica, are you coming? Yes, I'm coming. I was just thinking. We embarked on this thing, and that's how our journey home began. I was very impatient with the idea of seeing everyone. Even though I shared Chrome's feeling of anguish at the idea of facing Miko, he was so sure that she wouldn't be pleased to hear about the lost ship. We have already been traveling for several hours, and I was quite bored, to be honest. I decided to start a conversation with my two companions. I was wondering, are you the leader of the Kappa tribe? That's correct. Why are you leaving your people to be without a leader? Oh, my Anaya is quite fit to manage our community during my absence. To be completely honest, I find her better at it than I am. You must love her a lot. Of course, she's my soulmate. That's very touching to see that they have so much confidence in one another. As we continued to navigate, the Master Kappa started to meditate, but hearing him snoring, we thought that maybe it was more of a little nap. By the way, Chrome, how did you get the vital element and what did you take? I'm kind of busy right now. Let's talk about it later. We're on a shell in the middle of the ocean. You have nothing to do. Yes, look, I'm tanning. You can answer me while you do your little tanning session, huh? Seriously, I really don't want to talk about it. But why? Do you have something to hide? Nonsense. Okay, so what was it? I won't tell you. Come on, I want to know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't see why you don't want to talk about it. It's not like you stole some Kappa's what? Oh. Chrome. He began to lecture me while whispering. You're crazy. If I tell you to be quiet, it's for a reason. What an idea you had. What an idiot. Sorry, I'm not lucky enough to be the Kappa's little darling. Whose fault is it? You won't stop calling him Grandpa and you're the absolute worst. Maybe if you were nicer, people would be more prone to helping you. Yeah, well, you better keep all that information to yourself. Hey, can I ask you a question? That depends. What is it? It just came to me all of a sudden, but if the food in Eldarya isn't nutritious, why do our companions eat it? Because that's the way it is. You don't have a more lengthy reason? Companions are creatures that are born in Eldarya. They are an integral part of this world, so it's normal that the food here is sufficient to their needs. Contrary to us, Kappas, or to all other fairy species that you could meet. We are from your world, from Earth. My people are like all the others to have known the exile from hundreds of years ago. I'm not sure I understand everything. Companions showed up at the same time as the creation of Eldarya? How? Do we have an explanation for their sudden appearance? Companions are derived from Eldarya's creation. Please explain it to me in detail. It's not up to me to tell you about that. But I want to know. He did not say any more, and when I asked Chrome to explain it to me, he replied that he had skipped the class on companions. Time feels to be getting longer and longer. Sitting in this cramped boat, I felt pins and needles in my legs and horrible cramps in all of my muscles. The terrible ordeal on this boat was the icing on the cake to this disastrous journey. We were still very far from the island. Night fell very quickly, and I almost fell asleep, rocked by the sound of the waves, but the bed wasn't the most comfortable. Chrome and I woke up in the early morning. The island wasn't far off now, and we were able to land there a couple of hours later. We had barely arrived before I fell to the ground. I felt like I had lost the ability to walk. After several minutes of massaging my legs, I could skip about like before. I will never make a journey like that again. You can say that again. I must be honest. I owe you many thanks for having taken us with you, but with all due respect and kindness, that was the most horrible journey of my life. It's because you're not used to it. I think so, yes. Nevertheless, I wish to thank you once again for your very generous offer to have brought us this far. I may be complaining about the journey, but I am forever grateful. My pleasure. Bow moderately. Thank you. I'm also very sincere when saying it was my pleasure. You both brought back one of our precious children. Well, not to be a buzzkill, but we have to go. Sure still isn't back from reporting back to Miko. Mr. Kappa, can I ask you for a favor? What favor? If you see my companion, give him our things and tell him to transfer this message to Miko. We will arrive within 20 hours or so, okay? Not a problem. Safe travels, children. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. It's time to get in the water. He looked at me with a very uncomfortable expression on his face. What's going on? Well, we will have to... Well, you know. No, I don't think I do. When we transform, our clothes. We have to take them off. Why? We can keep them like Hulk does. Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, we have to be, well, okay. No, I refuse. You don't have a choice. Either that or you lose them. I can't leave them. It was a gift from Miko. Yet I can't get naked in front of Chrome. He left. I don't dare to move. Come on. I really don't want to, but I suppose I don't have a choice. I took my coat, my shoes, and socks off and got in the water with him. Turn around, Chrome. I distanced myself from him. Don't you dare turn around. I have my back towards you. You do the same. I already am, stupid. While I was changing, I kept bickering with him. I was sure that now I was out of sight, hidden under the water, but I still held all of my belongings against me, as if they were a protective barrier. I now had to ingest the potion. At the idea of having to go through this transformation, I started asking myself so many questions. Is this reversible? What will I be like? My questions were rattling on in my head. The more I questioned myself, the more my stomach was twisted in knots under all of the stress. Nevertheless, I decided to gather all my courage and drink the potion. I recognized the taste of salt, surprisingly that of raspberries, and then came the taste of sulfur. I had no idea where all these flavors could come from. Several minutes later, the transformation started. I felt a violent pain below my torso as my legs were pushed together, unable to separate. It was a mermaid's tail. A burning sensation stung my throat. I felt like my throat was on fire. It was cutting. I fell head first in the water with a great choking sensation. Several moments later, the transformation was complete. I had a mermaid tail and gills on the sides of my neck to be able to breathe underwater. I felt a renewal of strength through my entire body, most likely caused by the adrenaline. Meanwhile, I didn't see Chrome anywhere. After getting back to the shore to give my clothes to the Kappa, I decided to go further down towards the depths of the sea to search for my comrade. Oh, there he is. You left without waiting for me. No, I just preferred to be alone during the mutation. I can understand that. It was quite an awful sensation. Let's not talk about it, okay? Yeah, sorry. Alright, let's go. I followed Chrome while swimming for several hours. It was one of the most difficult experiences of my life. Contrary to what I had originally thought, swimming with only one tail instead of two legs was actually a very complex exercise. Combined with the cold water that froze my skin, I was not at all comfortable with the second half of my body, which didn't feel like my own. Yet I had to make the best of it. All that water that filled my lungs without choking me. At first, I have to admit that the sensation was more than uncomfortable. However, over time, I got used to it. My breathing became more and more natural. After several hours, I finally felt comfortable in this immense ocean. I called out to Chrome, who didn't seem to have any issue adapting. Chrome, please, wait for me. We have to move quickly before the effects of the potion wear off. I know, but I really had a hard time with this transformation. It was my first time. Me too, and I'm doing just fine. Not counting the mutation phase, of course. I don't find this very difficult at all. You're lucky, then. It's surely because I'm more fairy than you. It's not my first strange experience. Thanks. He's really nice to want to reassure me during such a moment. To think that the potion might have also softened his character. Come on, let's keep going. Chrome? What is it? I'm starting to feel weak. Me too. Do you want to rest for a few minutes? I don't know. Do we have the time? We aren't far now, and it's been roughly 10 hours that we've been swimming non-stop. No, not that long. Yes, we left early this morning and the sun is almost setting now. We didn't take any breaks. I would have felt it if we had spent all that time without stopping. This much exercise without eating, I would be dying of hunger. Becoming a mermaid, you also got some of their abilities. They don't need to eat that often, so neither do you. What are their other abilities? Actually, I really don't know anything. Shoot, I was actually interested to know. I don't think we would have been able to master that anyway. We rested for a little while, the time it took to regain our strength before we continued what he called the home stretch. The more I progress, the more I feel like my body isn't following. It's very frustrating. I don't know how Chrome does it. Hey, what are you doing? Move it, good gracious. We don't have time to admire the scenery. At the same time, besides the water, I don't have much to admire. Well, then move it. Chrome, where are you? Wait for me. I'm right here, but hurry up. The potion's effects won't last forever. I know, but I feel exhausted. I feel like a big burden to him. I have to keep going, though, no matter what. I went toward this queue and arrived at the pavilion and saw Kiro. He looked sad. Kiro, what's going on? Oh, Ikar, I don't really feel like talking. Are you sure? You really look sad. I don't like to see you like that. No, but it'll be alright. Don't worry. That's the thing. I am worried. I'll talk to you about it when everything's settled down. Promise. Okay. Alright, next destination. The crystal room to bring this companion to Miko. Oh, Jamon is here. Oh, you two are also here. Yes, I didn't find anything, so I came here. Me too. I understand. I would have done the same. Anyway, look who I brought. Oh, excellent news.
Swirls have paper on tail. What is?
I think it's a message from Miko. She called the companion to come closer to her so she could detach the message from his tail. Elliot was brought back. Good news. Does it say whether the Caps were happy about that? I think so. There isn't many details. I think we will know more upon his return. I am slightly stressed for it. You're always stressed. What else did he say? No way! Is he joking? What did he do? I must be dreaming. I gave him another chance and he does this to me? I'm going to kill him. I'm going to strangle him. Miko? She handed us the paper. Oh, that idiot! He managed to do that! Ikar? Sorry, it slipped out. But how did he manage then? I don't know. He says he has no explanation. He's going to get a serious talking to upon his return. Calm down, Miko. Wait to find out why. Come on, I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose. Sure. What else did he say? They found another way to come back. Which is? He didn't say. How long until they're here? About 2 days. Schwartz, how long has it been since Chrome gave you this message? Who? 1 day? Who? More? 2 days? Hoo-hoo! Goodness! This means they can arrive at any moment. Alajaya, Ikar, and you, Elaine. I will still be needing your help. Obliged! Thank you. I'm going to entrust the organization for Chrome and Erica's arrival. I think I will need help from all 3 of you. Oh, really? I wouldn't know how to explain it to you. Is it your intuition again? Like when she arrived? Yes. Okay, so what are we doing? Ikar, can you organize those 2 weirdos' arrival? Ask that you be given several extra food rations. Also, prepare the best welcome. I imagine the journey back must not have been pleasant. Will you make me a note? You don't need my authorization for that. Remember that you're part of the Light Guard. Oh yeah, that's right. I would also like that you let Kara know of all these instructions if you have the time. No problem. Hey, there's the elf.
So, did you find Schwartz?
Absolutely.
Any news from the two idiots?
Yes, they're on their way back. I don't know how, though.
I see. Miko must be happy.
Not really. Chrome lost the ship. He left while laughing joyously. I think I made his day. Have you found Floppy?
Yes, you Elaine help me with that.
That's great. Where was she hiding?
In my room. She was sleeping in her kennel.
You didn't think to look in there?
Yes, but I didn't see her.
Well, the most important thing is that you found her now.
Absolutely.
Oh, Leiftan is here.
Well, what are you doing, Ikar? Still looking for Schwartz?
Oh no, I found him and brought him to Miko. Chrome lost our ship. I really wonder how he managed to.
Are you serious?
Yes, unfortunately. I can't wait to hear his side of the story.
That's for sure. It's best not to jump to conclusions in his regard.
Mm-hmm. I noted. I have to go. I still have a lot to do.
No problem. Work hard.
I can feel a shadow behind me. Don't tell me that it...
Oh, Ikar, I was looking for you.
Oh, really? Why?
It seems the brat lost the ship.
Yes.
So, how did Miko take it?
How do you think she did?
Tell me everything. I want all of the details.
Bad?
She didn't say anything else?
About what? No, not really.
Okay.
He seemed disappointed.
What are you doing here, by the way?
I'm here to reserve some rations for Chrome and Erika's arrival.
I see.
The manager isn't here?
No, he just left to the market and asked me to keep an eye out.
What did she get in exchange?
Nothing. I owed him a favor.
What favor?
Nothing you need to be concerned with.
Okay. I gave Never instructions to tell the manager before leaving. Karo, it's you. Have you heard?
No, I don't think I have.
Chrome and Erika are back soon. That's great news. What? That was the e-card voice.
That's great news. Do you know when they will arrive?
Nope. I I have to prepare for their arrival, but I have no idea when it will be. That's problematic. Yeah, I'm having a hard time organizing. What do you have to do? Well, now that I have all the rations I was asked to get, I have to record the data with you. Ah, okay. Let's go to the library then, shall we? I followed Kira to the library. We studied every angle of the situation and sorted all the information we received. It took us several hours to give our preliminary report. I still had to collect more information for Yulian and Eldarya whenever the time allowed. Well, at least that's done. Exactly. I'm going to file this in the usual files. Come see me when you're ready to complete it. Now that that's done, I should go back to see Miko. Everything is done. We were able to establish a link with Kira, and I also filed a request for additional rations from Nevra. Karina wasn't there. Oh yes, that's true. It's the most interesting day at the market. Thank you for taking the time. It was actually rather fast. Okay, you can leave now. We just have to wait for their arrival. Okay. Since I had nothing else to do, I just went back to my room and continued to work on my personal projects. I had fallen asleep for about an hour when Kira Shadow knocked at my door. Yes? Are you trying to get back at me for having woken you up yesterday to get this heart out of my room? Not at all. They're back. Finally. Chrome. I saw him walk through the hole at the doors. He told me that Erica was behind him. He went through the passageway. Why didn't you go see her? I know you're very worried for her. I thought that... I see. Come on, let's go quickly. Let's go to the prison then. I was still following Chrome, who was getting farther and farther away. We were going through an underwater cave. The water around me felt more and more oppressing as I advanced. I really felt lost in a path with no end and no way of turning back. That's when an intense pain in my chest took over me. Crow. I can't talk anymore. What's happening to me? Chrome, where are you? Chrome. I am starting to feel so weak. I have to continue. Despite my discomfort, I continued to swim. The water was becoming more and more cold and uncomfortable. Deep inside me, I felt like nothing was right. So I gathered all of my strength knowing that the inevitable was going to happen. I swam in vain to the surface. My body became paralyzed. I started to choke and to sink down. Alone, lost in the ocean's immensity, I felt like my final hour had come. I closed my eyes, unable to leave them open much longer with the water. My strength was escaping me, and internally I felt my heart tighten. I didn't want to give up, but my body no longer obeyed me. Suddenly, I heard a voice and felt my body leaving the water. I was very surprised to hear such a soft voice, and especially to see Leiftan. He was here without me knowing how or why. I thought I was at the bottom of the ocean, so far away from the general headquarters, yet I was so close. Erica is breathing. Praise Eldarya. Leiftan, what are you doing here? I was told you were back. I ran all the way here and I saw you at the bottom of the water. Are you okay? He looks really worried about me. I noticed that Leiftan had placed his coat over my body. I thought it was very thoughtful. I felt so weak. We arrived at the infirmary. I saw almost everyone. Miko, Ikar, Yulian, but also Nevra, Valkion, and Ezreal, who looked equally as worried. Boys, put her on the bed and then get out. Why? She's going to become human again. She's already lost her gills. I see. I'll go. So what? Well, you all know she... Get out!
I don't see what the problem is. It's just
Guys, let's leave. Get out of here already! Miko pushed the men out of the door with the help of the girls, while Never slipped away without needing to be asked twice. Yulian, give her a shot.
I
Ika? Why can't I hear what they're saying? Lit. Why can't I get any words out of my mouth? No. My eyes, my vision, it's all blurry. I, I, Miko,